Hello and welcome to Videojug. We're going to show you how to groom your horse with the help of equine expert Malin McEwen. She's a British Horse Society certified instructress and has worked in equine horse management for over 21 years. Step 1. The benefits of the grooming process. There are many benefits to grooming your horse. It improves your horse's health, promotes muscle tone and circulation. It strengthens the bond between horse and owner. It improves your horse's appearance. It enables you to check over your horse for injuries, reduces the risk of skin diseases and parasites, and prevents rubs and sores from forming. This how-to will demonstrate a full groom for a stabled horse, and will take approximately 45 minutes to 1 hour to do correctly. This should be done on a daily basis. Step 2. The equipment you will need is a hoof pick, a dandy brush, a rubber curry comb, a plastic curry comb, a body brush, a metal curry comb, 2 used cold tea bags, but these are optional, a stable rubber or a tea towel, a strapping pad, a water brush, 2 clean sponges, a cactus cloth, again this is optional, a tail bandage, mane and tail conditioner, but this is also optional, and finally some hoof oil and a brush. Step 3. Clean the hooves. Begin by tying up your horse. It's always advisable to tie him up outside as it's better for his respiration. If your horse is a bit of a fidget, give him a hay net to keep him amused while you groom him. Always start the grooming process on the left-hand side of your horse. The most important piece of equipment in your grooming kit is your hoof pick. Pick up his leg and clean the hoof from heel to toe. Be very careful not to dig into the frog, which is the V shape in the centre of the hoof. And it's vital that you check for any stones and foreign bodies as you clean. Step 4. Remove any dirt and sweat marks. For this you will need to use the dandy brush. This is a stiff, hard-bristled brush and is excellent for the job. Use short flicking movements just as Malin is now showing us. Start on the neck, then go over the body and down the legs. Clean the dandy brush with a plastic curry comb as you go. For sensitive or thin-skinned horses, use a cactus cloth instead of a hard dandy brush, and use the same flicking motions as you did before. Step 5. Remove hair and promote circulation. Use a rubber curry comb when your horse is molting, or just to help stimulate the circulation. Apply it in firm circular motions all over the body, but avoiding his legs. Horses usually love this part as it's like a full body massage. Step 6. Remove any grease or dirt. Use the body brush and the metal curry comb for this procedure. Now begin to brush once more, in short flicking but firm motions, all over the body. Brush down the legs and in between the creases of the skin to stop any sores or rubs from forming. In between strokes, scrape the brush onto the metal curry comb. This removes the grease from the brush. This particular process is the backbone of the grooming procedure. To do it correctly will take you approximately half an hour. Occasionally empty the curry comb onto the floor. Step 7. Groom the head. Undo the quick release knot attaching your horse to the wall and take the head collar off around his neck. Then with one hand, steady the horse's nose and using only the body brush, groom your horse's head. Pay particular attention to where the bridle comes in contact with the skin. Step 8. Brush the mane. Start by lightly spraying some of the mane and tail conditioner over the hair. Now gently brush it with a soft body brush, or even your fingers, to stop the hairs from breaking and being pulled out. Only ever use a comb for plaiting, and don't forget to brush the forelock, which is the mane between his ears. Step 9. Brush the tail. Once more, start with a light spray of the mane and tail conditioner, which will help to smooth the hairs. Notice how May is standing slightly to the side of the horse. Never stand directly behind in case your horse kicks. Now take hold of the whole tail with one hand, and with the other, gradually brush the tail in small sections. Only use a soft body brush or your fingers to remove the knots and debris. Step 10. Sponge the eyes, nostrils and the dog. Now dampen a clean sponge and wipe around each eye with it. Then gently wipe around the nostrils. Although a damp sponge is commonly used to clean the eyes, May recommends that you can also wipe each eye with a cold-used tea bag, as we see her doing now. Then dampen a different clean sponge and wipe under the horse's dog, which is just under the tail. And then wipe around the bottom area. Step 11. Lay the mane and tail. If your horse has a pulled mane, which is a mane that has been thinned, you can lay it down by brushing it using a damp water brush. Dampen and brush the tail, be it pulled or full, with the same water brush. You can now put on a tail bandage as an option if you wish. This will lay down the hairs flatter and give a generally neater appearance. For a more detailed guide, click onto How to Apply a Tail Bandage here on the website. Leave the tail bandage on for the rest of the grooming process. Step 12. Strap the muscles. At this point you can now strap your horse using a strapping pad, but only if you're completely confident of this complicated procedure. If not, click onto How to Strap Your Horse right now here on the website. If you are confident with the process, begin to bang the strapping pad onto all the major muscle groups. Bang in a rhythmical fashion a few times, then stop and hover to see if the muscle has contracted. Continue until all the major muscle groups have been strapped. Step 13. A final polish. Using a damp stable rubber or towel, now wipe over the entire body of your horse. Include the legs and head to remove any last trace of dust from the coat and to give it that final polish. Now remove the tail bandage. Step 14. Oil the hooves. As an optional finish, using the hoof oil and brush, grease both the inside of the hoof as well as the outside. This not only improves the appearance, but helps with the moisture balance in the horse's hooves. And there you have it, a beautifully groomed horse that you'd be proud to take anywhere. And remember, he's enjoyed it too.